Good morning and welcome to Thursday. It's May 20th and it's Andrew here on my own this morning, and the reason I'm on my own is because Elaine is on the 11 to 1 club this morning. So that's where you'll catch Elaine later on, alright? So obviously she gets a bit of a lie-in today. She's filling in for Francis later on, alright? Now, it's a pretty wet and dirty morning out there. We're in the middle of two weather warnings for rain and wind across the county today. So we're expecting very high winds and a lot of rain over the next maybe 12 to 16 hours. It started at around midnight last night. The rain woke me a couple of times, I have to admit. But yeah, it's going to be very wet and windy for the rest of the day. Just bear that in mind, all right? Now, how are you? Any crack? What's going on? Busy show coming up between 7 and 9 o'clock on the radio this morning. I want to tell you more about our big invite and, of course, the Lee Strand 550. But also, I would love if you want to get involved watching this video now in our Good News Friday. Tomorrow on the show, what we do is we set aside a few minutes and Elaine and I will go through just some good news from during the week. Now, it doesn't matter how big or how small this news is, right? It could be, we mentioned last week, you found a fiver in your back pocket that you forgot you had. Or life's little victories. I don't know, you went to the press, you thought there was no sugar left, there was just enough for your tea or coffee or whatever. Little things like that. And then all the way up to the major. Last week with somebody who'd started a brand new job. We had people who were back to work for the first time since Christmas. Somebody texted to say they found out they were pregnant. Somebody else texted to say that their chicken had 7 baby chicks. That kind of thing. So if you have any good news whatsoever, please leave it in the comments here on the video, or you can text or WhatsApp the show this morning, all right? Now, speaking of news, let's have a look at the papers this morning, starting off with the Irish Examiner. State may face multiple cyber claims. The HSE exposed to massive liability in computer defences if the computer defences are found to be inadequate. This is the story, lads, that's not going to go away anytime soon. The state could face hundreds of millions in legal claims from victims if the HSE is found to have failed to adequately protect patients' data from the cyber hack. Should the HSE security defences be found to be lower than the required standard, people and companies who've had their data compromised can sue in the courts under GDPR. And apparently the going rate is about €15,000, but much more for companies. That's on the front page of the Examiner there this morning as well. It's World Bee Day today. There's a great shot there of a young lad on the front page from County Cork. It's a cool photograph for World Bee Day, and he's there standing in his cool suit holding the bees as well. It's rather him than me, to be honest with you. And morale among Limerick Gardaí never so low. A retired senior Garda has said that he's told the Irish Examiner that morale amongst the Gardaí in the Limerick division has never been so low in all his years. That's also in the Irish Examiner this morning. The Irish Sun then, on the front page, it's this ongoing story which we were mentioning during the week, and like it's very sad and horrific. I just lost all hope. Jury out in triple murder trial as the murder accused mother Deirdre Morley. She's mum told psychiatrist is the headline there, but she's accused of murdering her 3 children, which is just an awful story. And today we're set to find out the BBC's the decision on how the BBC actually got this interview with Diana from the 90s, you know, this massive panorama interview with Martin Bashir. Well, the headline in The Sun says Bashir conned Diana. That's also on the front page there. And Naomi, party girl to modern mum. This is to model mum, rather. This is all about Naomi Campbell and the news earlier this week that she's become a mum at the age of 50. That's on the front page of The Sun there this morning as well. The Irish Independent says all political parties in the state to face probe over use of voter data. This is on the back of the Sinn Féin database, which had their voters' information. The Data Protection Commissioner is to begin unprecedented audits of all political parties following the controversy surrounding Sinn Féin's secret internal voter database, the ABU system. And then more on cyber attacks. Gardaí braced for more data leaks as officers continue to trawl the dark web. It was reported yesterday after we did this video, that the Financial Times had seen screenshots of data leaks, patients' info and that kind of thing, and there was a lot of worry from people yesterday, and rightly so, with this cyber attack that happened on the HSE's servers last week. And finally in the Kerry's Eye today, murder hunt, crack Gardaí in new bid to catch a vicious killer. This is all about expert investigators called in to lead the probe into the murder of James Cahalane 9 years ago in Beaufort. That's on the front page of Oh, excuse me, Kerry's out today. Oh, I'm sorry. When Elaine is here, there is no getting away from, or when Elaine's not here, there's no getting away from the yawning, lads. I apologise. Normally I can hide it. Those are some of the main stories in the papers this morning. So before we do the trends, let's see who's up and about with us. Let's go through some of your comments. Morning to you, Freddie. Hey, Freddie, thanks for watching the show and getting in touch with us this morning. Morning, have a great day, and despite the weather. I know, Chris, it's absolutely horrendous out there. Morning to Joan as well. Thank you, Joan. Diane, good morning to you. Thanks for watching this morning. Good morning to Josephine Collins. How are you getting on? Morning to Trish there as well. What's this? The New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade. Well, good morning to you. How's it going? Margaret was on as well. Good morning to Eileen. Mick, he says, morning to you, Mick. Thanks for that. Anne as well. Morning, sunshine. Wet morning, so stay safe. Yes, it is particularly wet out there this morning. And there's loads of other people getting in touch this morning as well. Good morning to you as well, all right? And good morning to the gang there in Shropshire as well in the UK. Morning to you guys as well. Top trends today. Liverpool, they beat Burnley 3-0 last night to go fourth in the Premier League with just one game to go. Big Sam is trending. Sam Allardyce last night after the West Brom game, he announced he will be leaving the club at the end of the season. On Sunday, basically. Friends reunion is trending. So a lot of talk about this in the last week or so with this teaser trailer for the Friends reunion. And as I was saying here in the video and on the radio as well, the Friends reunion is not an episode, okay? A lot of people are like, oh my God, it's a new episode. I can't wait to see where all the cast are and all the characters. No, this is not an episode. It's the cast going back to the original set, sitting down and having a chat. But a lot of people are not happy this morning because there's been a new trailer released and it features James Corden hosting it. Now, I like James Corden. I think he's quite a funny guy. I think he's a good presenter, but some people don't. And there's a lot of unhappy Friends fans this morning. And LeBron James is trending. I saw this shot a few minutes ago. The LA Lakers won in the basketball a couple of hours ago, and LeBron James hit this brilliant shot to win it, literally at the death. But I didn't know this, but he had gotten a finger in the eye. So he says that when he actually went to throw the ball, he had triple vision. He couldn't see what was really going on. So he could see three baskets. He aimed for the one in the middle and he scored an absolute cracker and it won the game. But LeBron James, absolute legend there this morning as well, all right? Now, the show this morning, we're going to go through loads of bits. I mentioned we'll talk about Good News Friday, so please, if you have any good news whatsoever, just I want to hear it in particular because of how bad the rain is outside. It's just an awful morning out there. So any good news, please stick it in the comments there as well. I'll tell you more about the big invite too, and anybody who's watching this video from outside of Ireland, you can see some of the stuff on our website already if you just go to radiokerry.ie. We're doing this big invite where we're getting people to come to Kerry when it's safe to do so and relaunch the tourism sector here because obviously of how badly hit it's been from the pandemic. So we'll tell you more about that in the show as well this morning. And we've loads happening. It's the second semi-final of the Eurovision. Do we really care now, seeing as Leslie didn't get through on Tuesday night? For those who are interested, actually, Iceland, you know, they had the song last year from Daddy Frere. Well, Iceland have had big news this morning. They're out of the Eurovision, and it's to do with a positive COVID-19 case. So, unfortunately, they won't be performing in the second semi-final. They are out and gone, and good luck. And we've loads of other bits coming up the show this morning. So, as I said, you can text our WhatsApp 083 300 3300. It'll come up on that screen there behind me, the blue screen. You can comment here and we'll have the chats on the radio in a few minutes' time, all right? Enjoy your Thursday, whatever you get up to. I know it's here in Kerry, it's particularly bad for the wind and the rain. But don't worry, for the Elaine Kinsella super fan club who are probably going to go, where's Elaine and why isn't she on and why is the guy on? Because we don't like looking at the guy. Please, can we get the girl back? For those people, Elaine Kinsella will be on the radio today at 11 o'clock, filling in for Francis on the 11 to 1 club, all right? So you can hear her lovely tones then. Enjoy your Thursday, and I'll talk to you in a few minutes.